On the 14th night of the Kurukshetra war, the Pandava army is breaking. They have been fighting without rest, and now they are being slaughtered in the dark by Karna. King Yudhishthira watches his formations dissolve. The infantry is panicking, and standard military tactics are proving completely useless against Karna's relentless barrage. The real problem lies in the enemy's arsenal. This diagram illustrates the core strategic bottleneck. Karna possesses the Vasavi Shakti, a divine weapon provided by the god Indra. It carries a strict condition. It can only be fired once, but whoever it strikes will absolutely die, and that target vector is locked straight onto Arjuna. The math is brutal. If Arjuna rides out into the darkness to stop the massacre right now, Karna will use the dart. Arjuna falls, and the Kauravas win the war on the spot. Krishna analyzes the battlefield and sees the trap. They cannot engage Karna in a conventional archery duel tonight. They need a variable the Kauravas haven't prepared for, so he calls upon Ghatotkacha, the half-demon son of Bhima. In the rules of this ancient world, Rakshasas draw their strength from darkness. After sunset, their physical mass and their ability to cast illusions multiply exponentially. Ghatotkacha arrives to create an apocalyptic scenario. His objective is to bypass standard combat and unleash enough havoc to force Karna's hand. Krishna is introducing a high-value piece to the board, deliberately deploying Ghatotkacha as a high-value sacrifice meant to draw out the enemy's ultimate weapon. Ghatotkacha skips physical engagement. He immediately summons violent supernatural illusions and rains down ethereal weapons, blazing swords and massive boulders straight from the storm clouds. The Kauravas send their own allied demons, heavyweights like Alambusha and Alayuda, to stop him. Ghatotkacha hairs through them, severing their heads and cementing his dominance over the night. The psychological toll is immediate. As recorded in the original historical text, the Kaurava soldiers are so gripped by terror and confusion that they begin slaughtering each other in the pitch black. Then Ghatotkacha executes his final illusion. He expands his body to the size of a mountain, hovering above the battlefield, threatening to physically flatten the remaining Kaurava formations under his own mass. Entire divisions are trapped. Arrows and spears bounce off him. It is a localized extinction event, and the Kaurava army is seconds away from being wiped out. Amidst the screaming and the routing soldiers, Karna holds his ground. He tries to anchor the defense, launching wave after wave of celestial arrows into the sky. But his standard weapons vanish into the illusions. They strike air, or hit Ghatotkacha only for the giant to regenerate instantly. The pressure fractures the Kaurava leadership. King Duryodhana and the surviving infantry surround Karna, desperately begging him to deploy the Vasavi Shakti before they are all crushed. Karna is caught in an agonizing bind. If he fires the divine dart now, he saves his friends from slaughter, but the weapon will vanish, leaving him with absolutely no defense against Arjuna at sunrise. Krishna has engineered a trap where Karna's only option for immediate survival guarantees his long-term defeat. The screams become too much. Karna breaks his vow, summoning the Vasavi Shakti. The divine spear ignites, casting a blinding light across the darkness. He hurls it upward. The weapon ignores the illusions, tracking its target with absolute certainty, and buries itself deep into Ghatotkacha's chest. The fatal blow lands, but Ghatotkacha retains his strategic clarity even as his heart stops. Instead of shrinking back to normal size, he consciously expands his mass even further. His gargantuan, lifeless body plummets from the sky, crashing directly into the densest concentration of the Kaurava forces, crushing an entire division beneath his weight. With his final breath, Ghatotkacha extracts maximum value from his own demise. He absorbs the weapon and still manages to decimate the enemy ranks on his way down. Silence finally falls over the camp. The Pandavas drop their weapons, weeping openly over the horrific loss of Bhima's son. And in the shadows, Krishna isn't mourning. He suppresses a hidden smile, exhaling in profound relief. The checkmate is complete. The math of war is devoid of sentiment. Ghatotkacha acted as a form of physical armor, deliberately deployed to absorb a fatal strike meant for the kingpin of the Pandava army. This logic tree illustrates the new reality. With the Vasavi Shaktis safely depleted, Karna has lost his ultimate advantage. The threat to Arjuna evaporates, and the Pandavas' probability of winning the war surges. Winning the Mahabharata required ruthless foresight, perfect timing, and a cold willingness to orchestrate heartbreaking sacrifices.